Another one of these inner or underground sea islands, I guess. Okay, Deacon. Puffing spells. Yeah, everyone.
Deacon, do it.
He looks arrested. Well, whatever. That it? Yeah, we're very low on spells.
Get him! Kick some ass!
Good enough. Let's go. Shaori spell. Ooh, temple. The music says it's not gonna be a friendly. This area is full of humanoid traps. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, it's gonna be a massive battle. Music says massive battle.
Nothing else for it now! Attack!
Yeah, good job there.
Nothing
Trap.
else for it now! Attack!
I will walk away!
Red Sister Cleric. Ooh, Sabal. Zephyr. Yep. Okay, Valen is going to need something that protects him from these effects.
Only I
You cannot win
will
this
walk
fight!
away!
Time to get what's coming in!
Yeah, we're doing fine. Valen is clearing up. Yeah, the fight with Valen is basically a single hit. 81 points of damage. That's what typical critical hits do. Especially the elemental damage. It almost increases the damage by 50%. Not quite, but still. When he gets the yeah, what is this time? 2 hits, 30 and 87. So Valen is basically our. What the fuck? Yeah, 88, 85. These fights are short with Valen. And I think in some way I regret playing with a group, because even though it's not a massive group, the fact that we have a specialized fighter here means that he's basically going to be the one that kills everything. Yeah, anything that's not immune to critical hits is basically screwed. That's Weapon Master. It relies heavily on critical hits, and she retreated. I do need to make sure Valen is able to maintain full operational status basically in these situations. Currently, we don't have that. Fights last like a single hit and they end. When we get another Amulet of Health, I think I'll give one to him. The reason I'm sort of I guess disappointed in taking Valen is the fact that it looks like there's not going to be much fighting that is going to be in the party. At the same time, in situations like the Demi-Lich, What the fuck was I supposed to do if I didn't have him? It was too early. Don't I have anything to take care of that negative effects on him? No. No, I don't. I really wish there's a temple here somewhere. Maybe if we're lucky we can get a restoration item of some sort. Light crossbow, poison bolts, that's money. We're in desperate need of some. Yeah, that's the stuff. I'm sure I want to use it on him now. The thing is, yeah, he lost some attributes, but he's still doing fine, and we might have to face a lot more serious situation later on. We could just race now and he would be just fine. So...
I keep thinking I should have left more instructions with Imloth before I left. No matter.
Oh. Winged elves. 2 winged elves approach you. They move as in a slight daze, and you notice their wings are mottled and ragged, like the result of too much time spent beneath the cold dark earth. The male nods in greeting, his wings rustling slightly. Welcome to Shaori Fell, stranger. I'm Ska, and this is Nairo. Despite his pleasant words, there's no joy in his voice. The female chimes in, her voice echoing the sorrow edge in her face. You are welcome here, stranger. I'm sure you'll find our town quite beautiful, despite its troubles. Troubles? Do you mean the drow? Ska laughs, though it is a grim and desperate sound. Drow are not the cause of our troubles, not directly. In truth, we are quite fond of our dark cousins. This is hard to believe. I was led to believe the elves from the surface despised the drow. Nairo shakes her head. Oh no, quite the contrary. We have welcomed the other drow here just as we welcomed you. You are all free to explore our beautiful town. Beautiful? It's nothing but a cold, damp cave. Ska gets a strange expression on his face, as if your words are stirring up thoughts and memories he can't quite grasp. He shakes his head, dispelling the strange stupor. Once we lived high in the mountains, soaring among the clouds and the gleaming spires of our wondrous city. But now we live here underground, cold, damp, dark. Far better, don't you think? Only a fool wants to fly free and touch the sky. It's obvious from his words that on some level he believes what he is saying, but it's also clear that something is very wrong here. Are you prisoners here? Narrow brow furrows in confusion. What an odd thing to say. Those drow asked us the same question when they first arrived. No, we are here because our queen brought us here. Where can I find your queen? Queen Shaori once dwelt in the castle, but she has since abandoned it. Now she lives in a secluded cave to the east of here. You can get there by going past the library. Why did she leave the palace? I don't know. She just wanted to be alone, I guess. It's too bad. If she had stayed, maybe the Driders wouldn't have moved in. Driders? Yes, Driders. Those hideous, horrible monsters that are half drow, half spider. The creatures stalk the streets, looking for elves to feed on. They tend to stay near the palace, though. They sometimes venture out in search of food. More than a few of my friends have been devoured by them. That's horrible. Why do you stay here? Oh, we can never leave Shaori Fell. The very notion is, well, it just cannot be. It's like I told those drow who came through. We have to stay here in our city. I should be going. Farewell, and please enjoy your stay in Shaori Fell. And if you run into those nice drow who were here before, tell them I hope they find whatever it was they were looking for. Yeah, something a bit strange here. Let's go meet the queen first.
Boss?
Yes, Deacon. Deacon thinks he remembers a legend about Lost City. He read a book with Old Master once long time ago. Tell me what you know then. Well, these be part of Abarial City. Abarial be winged elves, or so books say. Deacon never sees any elves that got wings since he leaves caves, so maybe book not tells truth. Abarial City be high up in mountains and everybody happy, and one day, poof, everybody disappear. Nobody know where, but legends say they go to darkest depths, which be here. You know why the city vanished? No. Story not say. It just say one day poof. It not say one day poof because. Anything else you can recall about the tale? Maybe there be a curse, or a wizard, or a queen, or maybe that be a different story. Diggin can't quite remember. Diggin just remembers one day poof, everything disappear. Why sent the city here? Diggin not knows. Let him not mention where city gets sent exactly. Just that it go from mountain height to darkest depths. Diggin thought the story was just guessing. Well, let's keep going and see for ourselves, shall we? Diggin always loved fact you is so ready through adventure pass. This is the library. Past the library is where we must go. What can it? Tracks. The area's full of humanoid tracks. You notice a group of drow just inside the cave ahead of you. If you act quickly, you may be able to set an ambush for them. How the hell am I going to set an ambush for them? Actually, I have a solid idea. Come on, you lazy bastard. So let's our other guys keep them occupied while we spam Manticore Spikes at them. Yep. Welcome to die.
Get him! Kick some ass!
Time to get what's coming in!
So while it's retreating, yeah, we've got this.
Hordes and their flesh!
Think you can take me? Think again!
Excellent. Shaori.
Something is amiss here. I smell a trap.
Are you saying she's not a she? Winged elf wears the clothes of royalty. So why are you in a cave?
What do you want?
This winged elf wears the clothes of a monarch, though she hardly carries herself as a royal bearing. She fixes you with a mistrusting eye, then spits to clear her throat and asks, "What do you want? Who are you?"
Questions, questions, questions. I had enough of questions when I was queen. Please, Shaori, tell me this, and please, Shaori, tell me that. Why do you think I left the castle?
Tell me.
I'm not Queen Shaori anymore. I just want to be left alone. But I can't get any peace and quiet even in this cave. First Sabal and her drow come to bother me, and now you.
The former queen shakes her head in dismay. Fine, go ahead, ask your questions. I know it's the only way I'll get rid of you. Why would a queen want to live in a cave? Taking lived in a cave for a long time with Old Master. It's not so bad, except when Old Master snore, and chunks fall from the ceiling and hits Deacon on the head. That's not be so fun. This cave is the only place I'm ever going to find any peace and quiet. Do you know how many people want to see you when you're the queen? Audience after audience, it never ends. It was bad enough when our city was up in the clouds, but now that we're down here, I just couldn't take it anymore. All those people looking to me for advice and leadership. I had to get away. Isn't it a queen's duty to lead her people? Don't you tell me what my duty is. I'm not responsible for anyone and anything except myself. You know something? You're far more annoying than those drow were. Something strange going on here. She snores in contempt. You just figured that out now. My kingdom is cursed. A town of winged elves doomed to live beneath the earth. That's the price you pay for toying with the mirror. Mirror? What mirror? The queen's expression changes to one of deep sadness. The mirror, that damn mirror. She shakes her head and once more assumes the role of bitter hermit. I suppose it's my fault, not that I really care anymore. I used the mirror to keep watch on our enemies. It allowed me to see things, to know things. It helped me rule my kingdom. But the mirror betrayed us in the end. It brought us down to this sunless world. Now we are trapped here by its power, cursed to forever live in this twisted existence. Where is the mirror now? The mirror is broken. The spell that dragged us down in the Underdark shattered the glass and scattered the pieces. I found one of the pieces, but I gave it away. To whom? That drow Sabal, and why not? She asked about the mirror, so I told her. I figured a broken piece of glass wasn't doing me any good, so she might as well have it. What do I care? I think she's planning to repair the mirror and give it to her mistress, the Valsharess. She's probably out searching the town right now, looking for the missing shards. Shaori gives you a sly smile. But the mirror shards alone aren't going to help that drow. She needs the frame too, and as far as I know, that's still sitting in the throne room of the castle. You know where I can find the other pieces? Somewhere in the town, I'd guess, unless Sabal beats you to them. But it won't really matter who gets the pieces if you can get the mirror's frame. If you're smart, you'll check out the throne room in the castle. That's what I'd do in your position. At least that's what I would have done before. Well, before I stopped caring. Now go on, get out of here. I've told you everything I know, so just leave me alone. She dismisses you with a wave of her hand. Okay, now we have a quest here. We know what probably went wrong. How to fix it. Fix the mirror. I don't really see how it would have had this much effect on surroundings, and especially the people, though.
I cannot.
I guess we'll just have to start visiting places. How can a merchant work here in this environment?
Well met.
This man frowns as you approach. Was this another customer? He sighs. I hate dealing with customers, but I guess it's the only way I'll get rid of all my inventory. Are you some kind of a merchant? I'm Gilton, I'm the shopkeeper for this town. Everybody who wants something comes and talks to me about it. Let me see what you have for sale. What? You think I have my inventory just sitting nearby to show potential customers? Why would I do that? No, my inventory is scattered all over the place. Better that way. It was a real pain for a while, back when I still had a lot of stock. I've managed to get rid of just about everything. Now my inventory is almost gone. That's the way I like things. In fact, the only thing I have left is a single piece of a broken mirror. It isn't worth much, hardly anything at all. That's why it's so hard to get rid of it. Yeah, everything's sort of mirrored here. I'm not surprisingly. I want to make a deal for your mirror shard. He shakes his head in disgust. Another customer, another sale. Why do I put up with this? Can't wait until all my inventory is gone. Okay, here's the deal. You give me something worth less than a piece of broken glass, and I'll give you the mirror shard. At least I'll tell you where it is. I don't keep my inventory on me. You want something worth less than this shard? Of course, trading town, that's how the game is played. You give me something worth even less than the broken mirror, and I will tell you where to find the mirror. What's worth less than a piece of broken glass? Therein lies the problem. Hardly anything is worth less than a bit of broken glass. A rusty cup? No, it can hold water or wine. A handful of dirt? No, it can be used to grow a plant. It isn't easy to find something worth less than a piece of broken glass. Maybe something damaged or destroyed, like a burning piece of paper. So, probably a good responsible queen is now a hermit. This is trying to, only thinking of herself. I guess we should be wary of helpful and generous people in this town.
I greet you.
The man in this room snaps smartly to attention as you enter. Hold on just a second. You can't go in there. This library is a public place. Come back when we're closed. That doesn't make any sense. He nods, mulling over your word. Yes, that does seem a bit illogical, doesn't it? Suddenly a spasm of pain grips him, and when he shakes his head, his moment of lucidity is gone. My name is Ulithar, and I've got a job to do here at this library. I have to keep people out. I have to protect them from the dangers inside. I have to make sure my wife doesn't hurt them. What's so bad about your wife? His face twitched into a mask of revulsion. My wife has lost her mind. She's insane and she has become a monster. A terrible, deadly creature whose very gaze can turn a man to stone. Your wife is a Medusa. Before we came to this place, she was a librarian, the most beautiful of all the Avariel. She loved her books and she loved me, but something transformed her into a foul Medusa. I know there is some kind of a curse on her, on everyone in this strange town, but I can't. He pauses and his face twists in agony. It hurts to think of such things. All I know is that before we came here, my only goal in life was to protect my beautiful Quathala. Now my sole purpose is to protect others from her and her madness. I know a Medusa deserves only death, but I spoke to her after she changed, and inside she is still the woman I loved, though the change has stripped away her sanity. How did you speak to her? He answers with a sarcastic laugh. That's the great joke of all of this. My wife became a mad Medusa and her makeup was transformed into a potion that allowed me to safely gaze upon her. There is powerful magic at work here. Magic that likes to twist and taunt us. His words are cut off as he doubles over in pain. After a second he composes himself again. In the room in the southern side of the library, the room I once shared with my wife, there's a potion that allows you to look upon her without fear of being turned to stone. But the effect is temporary, and the potion is almost gone. That's why I stay out here. That and the fact that Quathala has lost much of her sanity, it isn't safe to deal with her. Tell me about yourself. I'm nothing special. Before we came down here, my wife was my whole world. I worked with her here in her library, helping her by greeting the people who came in the door. All I wanted out of life was to protect my wife, but ever since she changed, all I can do is try to protect others from her. Tell me about her. Repeating himself. Okay. How did all your winged elves end up down here? I don't know. It just happened. In an instant, in a flash. We were ripped from the lofty heights of our mountain homes and cast out here into the darkness. I could bear it easily enough if that was all that had happened. But the magic that brought us here also transformed my wife into a beautiful woman into a hideous Medusa. Okay, you're just going over the same crap. Exploration, no. Combat, no. Come on, tasks. Feelings, no. Social, no.
Follow my lead.
No! Every one of you, just stand on your guard. That's what I want you to do. Might be better for me to just try to go in there invisible instead of trying to
Very well.
Okay.
protect everyone. Especially because if she is just a temporary Medusa, that means...
What big mess! It takes someone forever to clean up all this. Deacon hoped that not be his job.
she's basically a woman, so just murdering her is not a good idea. Burned book, so our trade item for the mirror piece. Potion of Sight Ward. Invisibility, healer skills. Yep. Seems like there's no real reason to be here other than the burned book.
Get him! Kick some ass!
Ah, so first mirror, second mirror, no, first mirror piece.
Well met.
I want to make a deal for your mirror shard. I've got a burned book here, will that do? As he takes the charred remains of the book from your hands, a scattering of ashes crumbles away. Yes, this should do. Completely unsalvageable. Worthless. Exactly what I was looking for. We have a deal. In exchange for your offer, I'll tell you where to find the mirror shard. Now, I don't remember exactly where I hid it, but this compass here can help you find it. Just activate it and it will begin to flash. The closer you are to the shard, the faster it will flash. Use the compass as your guide, move around slowly, and once you're close enough to mirror shard, you'll find it. Now that we've concluded our business, I truly don't have anything of value left to trade. Don't need you around anymore, so you can leave now. I guess this is more of an introduction of another mechanic that's available for use. It's hot or cold mechanic. Very close now.
Wait! What's this?
Mirror shard. 1000 experience points. So what next? There's a wizard tower, a castle, a temple, and that's it. Ooh, we have to go to the castle first. Yes, there's only one path leading forward. Looks like a trap. Yeah. Areas full of human tracks.
You cannot win this fight!
Digging is dead.
Let's get this over with!
And so am I. Some kind of instant death effect from the air cleric. I don't think the Manticore is a bad choice, but we need to target the cleric first. Sister Warrior Sabal.
I will walk away! I'll see you cut asunder!
Get this over with!
You breathe your life!
Time to get...
Totally blind, can't really do much.
Walk away.
To the flames we lead!
Can't exactly do much here.
Trying to get what's coming to you!
Yeah, kill Sabah, thank you. That should change things. Good work, team. I think I'll just rest. There's no real point to using any abilities now. Need to rest anyway. Manticore is a fine support form, but we lose all of our good buffs and bonuses and protections when we use it. Let's just try to heal. No, that's the castle. What would be the... What would the temple be like in this world though? I think I'd better rest before trying to go there. Castle, and I suppose is more or less typical. Wizard Tower. Wizards who don't care anything about magic. Temple. I'm not quite sure. Because they're not exactly the mirror doesn't exactly cause disinterest. It causes things to flip on their head. So what would happen if a devout person flipped on its head? The problem isn't that I can't see options. I can see a couple of options. So I'm just wondering which one they went with. Yeah, kick some ass. Let's go. Strider
Bring it
cleric.
on.
They seem to have the harpy scream. Yeah, holy shit, 98 points of damage. The bastard can do that 4 to 5 times each round. So yeah, tank that motherfucker. There's a reason group a lot of the better monsters are immune to critical hits. Because there's not gonna be a fight if they're not. This winged elf wears the vestments of the clergy, though the holy symbols on his robe look as if they have been willfully defiled. So it's not a non-belief in gods, it's a defilement of everything he used to believe.
Hello there.
You suddenly feel weak and nauseous as your body is gripped by a raging fever. The priest studies you with a calculating eye as if analyzing the strange affliction that has come over you. You have been touched by Talona, my child. No doubt you can feel the fever raging inside you. The goddess of disease and poison has laid her hand on you. Who are you? What are you talking about? My name is Lomilithar the Rotting. Once I served Erdi Fenaya, the Winged Lady. Now I bow to the Mistress of Poison. As you can see, I have converted this temple to honor my new patron. Talona has chosen you for trial. She has infected you with her burning essence. The only way to be free of this sickness is to prove yourself worthy. How do I do that? The priest gets a twisted sadistic smile on his face. You must prove yourself in combat. If you are strong enough to survive in battle while infected, then you are worthy of a life. And if I win the challenge, you'll heal me. If you survive the challenge, the sickness will be lifted from you. The fights are not difficult normally, but they become much harder while disease ravages your body. You survive the trial, but you are very strong. You may survive. I'm looking forward to watching you in the arena. A worm might be a good mode here because the breath weapon relies in no way on physical attributes, and I can focus all my special abilities on defense. This is just a sadistic game to you, isn't it? You have little choice. If you do not fight, the illness will destroy you. But I sense your reluctance and I want you to be fully committed to the battles, so I will offer you something more. If you survive, I will also give you this magical mirror shard. By itself, it is not worth much, but if you can find the other pieces, you can combine them into a powerful artifact. I accept your challenge. Basically, I accept them because I don't want to go murdering around these people who are clearly not themselves. Behind me is the trial arena. Pull one of the chains and you will be transported into the arena. Each chain summons a different minion of Talona for you to battle against. If you survive the combat, you will have proven yourself worthy of life. You can return to me to claim your promised reward. I will wait here for you to complete the challenge. Yeah, our vehicle attributes seem okay now, but we'll see. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of negative on the damage front already. Yes, there's no way of avoiding this, so very well. Diseased Troll.
Bring it on.
Okay, this is a good first opponent. Because it regenerates, we might have trouble later on doing enough damage to it. Priest has a sly smile on his face as he approaches. I see now why Talona chose to test you. You are very strong. Even racked with illness, you have completed this stage of the trial. But your journey has only just begun. You must enter the trial arena yet again. And the disease that racks you now will get progressively worse as you go through each stage. I'm ready to go. Sadistic gleam enters the priest's eyes. Remember, the sickness in your veins will grow progressively worse. As before, pull one of the chains when you are ready to enter the trial arena. Wonder if it's always the same monster. Ooh, crap, this is a bad one for us.
Think you can take me?
Well, our armor class is still high, so it's not that bad. I wonder if our magic resistance allows us to resist the effects. I don't think so. I don't know how many stages there are, really. Yeah, our stats are affected to some extent, but I think the polymorph form is protecting us to a certain degree. So we should have no real trouble with this. I confess I did not expect you to survive this far. The fever that grips you is enough to kill most. Yet you haven't survived both fever and battle. I am interested to see how much farther you can get. I'll go as far as I need to start the next stage. Remember, the sickness in your veins? Yeah, of course. You know. It's always the same monster. Yeah, I think we'll stay with the ghoul ravagers. They're easy to hit, they aren't very good at hitting us, and there's nothing really dangerous about them. So there's only one stage left, though I wonder if you will be able to survive it. The pallor of disease colors your skin, and the sweet stench of rotting grave is in your breath. You have come farther than most, but Talona's fever has ripped away your strength and power. You are a shell of what you once were. I doubt you can survive the final trial. Don't worry about me. You just remember to live up to your end of the bargain. I won't betray you, though you can't really be sure, can you? The fever is in your brain. Your thoughts swim in confusion. The trial drains your very spirit, and you are falling into doubt and despair. Anything Talona can only affect the body. But now you understand she attacks the mind and the spirit as well. Now you understand her true power. But will this help you survive the final stage? I'm ready. Yeah, we are getting more negatives, but we're still doing very, very strong. It has to be because of the shape shifting. It gives us an advantage other of us wouldn't
Think you can
have.
take me? Ah!
Yep. Ravager has no chance. Poison and disease kill the unworthy. They cull the weak and leave only the strong behind. By surviving Talona's trial, you have proven yourself worthy of life. The priest bows in a show of respect. You have earned the reward I have promised you. The mirror shard and a cure for your affliction. This artifact can cleanse the spirit of Talona's fever. But I hope you take a lesson from this experience as well. Pestilence and poison make us weak, but they also reveal strength. Only those who are worthy survive, while those unworthy are swept away. I can't use it this one, I think. Yeah, I think I escaped the worst of it. Spell failure, attack decrease, damage decrease, armor class decrease, saving throw decrease. That's gonna be wonderful for a mage, that's right. The spells don't work really. Luck with that. Okay, where's the bottle? Ah, seriously, where is it? What does it look like? Talona's antidote. So, two major spots left. Castle is the one where the train is. So, Wizard's Tower, I guess. Wonder how many pieces there are in total anyway. We're very likely, well, not we're likely, but we get so much experience from this, so we are only 10,000 away from another level up, which would be the
Get him! Kick some
thing
ass!
I'm interested in. We would get to epic shifter levels and get a new book changes. Also notice a nice thing. I can't command some of these creatures when they're out of sight or too far away through the normal radio menu, but you can give them quick key commands. So attack, guard me, that sort of thing, follow me. So very useful in situations like this where the terrain is terrible.
I remember when we fought against the great pit fiend Arakor. He used his power to open a chasm to separate us from him. Then he laughed that he would never be defeated, right before he slipped and fell in.
Okay.
Boss?
Yes, Deacon. I should Deacon Carl's new book when it's done. Finished? Aha, the boss is a comedian now, Deacon says. Book is all about the boss and the great epic adventure. Does boss really not have opinion? Call it Hordes of the Underdark. Gosh, Deacon was thinking exactly the same thing. Isn't it great that Deacon and Boss think so much alike? Okay, please talk to the man in front of the tower.
Hello there.
This winged elf wears the clothing of a wizard, though what a wizard would be doing simply standing in the street is anyone's guess. He gives you a warm smile and a welcoming wave. Okay, he's probably... Now we have to be worried. Hello there. We don't get too many visitors over here by the tower. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Peter Trenkhold, the renowned Archmage. Or should I say former Archmage? What do you mean? No. I'm Nalia Haler. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, Nalia. I'm not sure what you are doing here, but if you are thinking of going into the tower behind me, I strongly advise against it. What's wrong with the tower? I once dwelt within this very tower before I realized the errors of my ways and abandoned all my magical research. And I can tell you from personal experience, it is a very dangerous place. Like any wizard's home, my tower is filled with a variety of nefarious traps and deadly monsters. Fairly standard stuff, but there is one thing that makes my tower somewhat unusual. I cast powerful enchantments throughout the tower that can twist magic itself, making it react in strange ways. Be warned, my friend, spells cast inside the tower could have very unexpected results. And of course, my apprentice is still in there somewhere, seeking out the secrets that are best left undiscovered. He has chosen to continue the work that I left behind. I'm looking for pieces of a broken mirror. Ah, yes, the mirror shard. Shortly after we arrived here in the Underdark, and I promise I know nothing about what happened. I found a single piece of glass out here in the street. I could see it had magical properties, but I've given up the arcane, so I have little use for such trinkets. I gave the mirror shard to my apprentice. He's become quite interested in such things recently. Reclusive Archmage. And probably incompetent, uninterested learner in the apprentice. What can you tell me about the tower? Just the same thing he's already said. Tell me about your apprentice. The ex-wizard sighs. He used to be such a good boy, obedient, respectful of others. I must confess I never appreciated him for what he was, but now he's changed. When I gave up the magician's life, he embraced it. Strange lights and colored smoke pour out of the tower from time to time, so I know he's trying bizarre and dangerous experiments. I can't understand what happened to him. He just became obsessed with magic. Maybe it has something to do with that broken piece of magic mirror I gave him. Okay. Into the Wizard's Tower, I guess. Should be an interesting place. Good thing we don't rely on magic too much. So we're not, at least we're very unlikely to get screwed over. And Valen and between Valen and myself, I think we have enough competent combat power so we can just pretty much breeze through it. Castle might be a different story. I don't really know what to expect from that. Well, either way,